Hello, welcome back to our channel. We are Meet the Sons.
If you guys are new here, I'm Roxanne, aka Mum.
And I'm Jeff, aka Big Daddy. I'm the dad.
So if you guys watched our previous video, you will know that we had a baby. So yeah, welcome to our birth and delivery vlog. We've just been enjoying the newborn snuggles, getting used to having a newborn in the house, and
the whole routine. So we're literally trying to figure out what our new normal, our new routine is with a newborn.
Yeah.
As a family of 6 as well. We are so grateful to God just for His increase, because we started off as 2, man and wife, and now we have 4 kids, beautiful children.
Just hearing that seems crazy.
It is, yeah. So we're grateful, thankful for the increase, and it's been an amazing journey so far. And we're looking ahead. You know, we're looking at, what's the journey gonna be like for us down the line.
It's true. I'll give you guys a bit of a backlog. So when I was 31 and a half weeks pregnant, I went for a routine growth scan, and they noticed that baby was coming up on the smallish side. So it was a bit of a shock. And then the day after that, I noticed that I had reduced movements. So I went to the maternity assessment unit at the hospital, was monitored on the CTG scan, just monitoring baby's heart rate, and everything seemed fine. However, from that week, there was like, you need to come to the hospital every week, twice a week. And then in addition to that, I had to go for growth scans every 2 weeks up until delivery. And then it was initially saying that, if baby's size doesn't pick up, you're going to be induced. First of all, there was like, it could be an induction immediately, and then they said anytime from 36 weeks an induction could take place. And then at the 36-week scan, induction was booked for 39 weeks.
Could we maybe describe what an induction is? Because I feel like most mothers mothers will be aware of what an induction is, but you might have couples or also fathers, men who aren't aware of what an induction is.
That's true, that's a good point, because to be fair, even though this was baby number 4, I had no idea what an induction would entail. I didn't really know what I would have to kind of go through and what the process was, because it's something that I hadn't had to do with the previous pregnancies. Labour was started spontaneously with the boys. There were different types of inductions, to be fair. The induction I had was like a hormone pessary. Basically they insert the pessary, which is like a hormone, and what that is used to ripen your cervix and basically bring on the onset of labour. Sometimes when a woman goes in for induction, you don't necessarily need to use the pessary. Sometimes a woman's already dilated and they can immediately rupture your waters. I was doing some research online, and a lot of websites and a lot of advice, and a few other mums had said that an induction process could be more painful. So that was one of the concerns I had.
Yeah.
We spoke to the consultant about it, because I was like, am I going to be doing something that could cause the baby distress? So those were a few of the concerns that I had surrounding induction. Jeffrey was just like, he didn't really understand what an induction was either. So it was kind of like new territory, I would say, for the both of us.
Yeah, it was definitely new, but when I came around and understood what the induction process was, I wasn't fully on board, because I felt like, with the previous 3 pregnancies and delivery, it was all done, it was all organically, it was, nature taking its place, labour starting spontaneously. I was just like, why are we messing around? But looking at the wider picture, I had to kind of just more or less listen. I'm glad that with how it all turned out at the end.
One of the positives of having an induction was we knew the date to go into hospital. Jeffrey knew the date that he was going to be starting paternity leave. The boys were on half term, which was great, and then my mum was able to come to our house the morning of induction. So on the morning my mum came over, we all had breakfast. They told me, they said to call in the morning at 7 a.m. 7 a.m. came, we were up, we were ready, and they was like, delivery ward is full, so you're gonna have to wait. Yeah, we're just about to eat, and then we're just counting until it's time to go into the hospital. So wait. What am I waiting for?
I literally said, you wait for us to call you back.
Yeah, there's like, we'll call you back. And I was like...
knowing Roxanne's impatient. Very impatient. So half an hour's gone, or I think 45 minutes, Roxanne rings
calls them again. So I called again at 8:30, and it was like,
an hour later, yeah.
The midwife in charge, she's got your details, she'll call you. I called
Roxanne
again.
Not only that, Roxanne rang different departments.
Yeah, so I called the maternity assessment. I was like, hi, I'm supposed to be coming in for an induction today. Like, what time am I supposed to be coming?
I'm sure the staff was thinking, this lady keeps ringing us. Like, what's wrong with her?
But then I spoke to one lady. I'm sure she was an auntie. She said, we will call you. So eventually they did call.
Could you imagine the notes down? Okay, Roxanne has called again. She keeps bothering us.
Because I was anxious, I was nervous, I was excited, all at the same time. So I kept calling, and then eventually it got to about, I think, 10 o'clock, and I was just like, you know what? Like, I was getting annoyed at this stage because I was thinking, when am I supposed to be going in for this induction? Eventually they called, they said to come in at 4. So my mum was saying to me, do you know what, you guys, just go and get some rest.
3:30, we're about to start leaving. Bags. My bag.
We're finally in the car on the way to the hospital to get this induction process started. It's just been such a long day. Time has just dragged and dragged and dragged. And they checked us in, and it was literally like being checked into a hotel. Like, they take your name. I was anxious. Like, the impatience in me was like, all right, when is this gonna start? They took us round. They put me on a CTG again to monitor baby.
We are at the hospital. We've been here a few hours now.
Yeah, 4 hours.
4 hours, still waiting. Waiting patiently.
So induction hasn't started yet. The delivery ward is still busy, so they've got to wait for all the other women to deliver and then take into account any emergencies that may come in. So they don't want to start induction of women whilst they've got other emergencies. The midwife who eventually delivered baby, she came at about 7. So Jeffrey popped out to get some food. Good food. Jeff's got to get us something to eat, so we've eaten, and now I feel so full. I can't even talk properly.
I'm going to interject right there. All Roxanne wanted to eat Chinese. I had to drive, 15 minutes away?
It wasn't even that far. It was like a 10-minute drive.
What? I was driving fast.
But yeah, I really wanted... I think I fancy that right now, actually. I wanted special fried rice and chicken balls, and I got it, and I was so content. Like, it was... You know when you're pregnant and you want something and then you get it and it's exactly how you imagined it to taste?
So yeah, let's see. Would it be today we receive baby's delivered, or would it be tomorrow? Only time will tell.
Sorry to interject. Another thing they said with the induction process is that it could take 5 days. Yeah. So that's one thing that kind of mentally preparing ourselves for, the fact that they may give the pessary today and then need to give another one 24 hours after, then a 6-hour pessary, and then a break day, and then they take it from there. So the whole induction process could take 5 days, which is just crazy. At 8:45, she inserted the pessary, which was the beginning of the induction process. When she examined me, I was 2 centimeters. However, my cervix was too far back, so she couldn't rapture my waters at that moment. So she said, let's see how this goes, and then we'll kind of take it from there. I kept going to the toilet to empty my bladder.
Yeah, Roxanne's gone to the toilet quickly. She should be back. So contractions have started, and I was 35 seconds. Average frequency is 1 minute 6 seconds. Correspond to the initial phase of the first stage of labour. So that's where we're currently at with the contraction app. So it seems like labour has started, the contractions. I'm tired. How do you feel? Do you want to use the ball?
No, I don't even think I can sit down on that.
Do you want your mask or?
No. Just gonna have a drink.
Would you want a drink of water?
Yes, I really water in a jug. No.
Do you want to call the midwife?
I'll give it another few contractions and then I'll be broken. It should give me some energy because I feel tired. It's been about 6 hours since they put in the pessary.
Yeah, I've given the time as well on the. Just saying that it was 2:38 when I started the vlog again.
We've nearly been at the hospital for 12 hours.
Yeah, we've been awake for nearly 24 hours now.
Yeah.
It's literally guess an estimate of when baby's going to arrive. What time?
Yep. What day?
What day?
It's Sunday now, so let's see. I think these contractions, it's like they're close together, but I don't know, it doesn't feel painful enough yet. But then I don't want to
It says past the hour, 4 contractions started again.
That one's passed.
That's past.
Yeah. How long was that? Was that less than 40 seconds? So I think so far they've been about 40 to 50 seconds.
That was 43 seconds.
So the timing of them seems quite consistent between like 40 to 50 seconds. Yeah, going to the toilet was crazy. It was like, that's why I had to get up from the bed because it felt like, okay, I want to sit down. Oh, no, this isn't the best. And it reminds me of how I couldn't sit down in the car, but it doesn't feel that painful yet.
I think it's just the beginning.
About 3:30, I felt like, do you know what? I fancy something to eat.
That's cold.
I know.
That's cold. I wouldn't advise you to eat it.
I was like in between contractions, and I was like, these chicken balls, I know they're cold, but I fancy one more. And then I could just hear Jeffrey like on the other side of the bed saying, it's cold, it's cold, it's cold.
Not only is it cold, it's been sitting there for how many hours now? I'm
like 5 hours.
I'm like, you can't eat that. Guess what? All this food she's eating at the moment is only going to end up one way. Projectile vomit or out the other end. It hasn't been, we didn't put it in the fridge. You know, it's just been out there. I'm like, please don't eat it. I'm saying, please save me. You know, just save me, because obviously I'm
save you.
Yeah, because I want to be helping you. Because you.
What am I saving you for?
Because are you gonna clean up after yourself?
Anyway, if anyone knows me, you guys know I ate the chicken ball.
Yeah, but when she came, that wasn't recorded. You didn't say yes or no, so I went over there. Okay, another one.
And then I had to put it down. Didn't even get to finish it. And I was so annoyed because I was like, I couldn't even get to finish it.
Says get ready. We recommend that you get ready to go to the hospital, which we're at. Now you can check whether you've packed all the things and documents. Time allows you to take a shower.
Okay.
And have a light meal. Continue timing contractions. If the hospital is far away or this is not your first baby, you may be better off going to the hospital right now.
Contractions from then, they started coming thick. and fast.
Okay. Mum's on gassing air at the moment through the contractions. A minute 15 odd seconds. That's it. Breathe in and breathe out. You're doing well. You're doing well.
So by 4 a.m. we then called the midwife back, and I was like, yeah, it's starting. So
now, before that, I came back from the toilet. I said to Roxanne, do you know what? Baby's gonna come now. The baby's gonna come. And no word of a lie.
And when Jeffrey got back from the toilet, I remember saying to him, I feel like I'm gonna be sick. So he went to grab a bowl, and I remember the midwife said, "Oh no." He vomited. I vomited. He didn't vomit. And then so this time it's around 4:10, and then I'm examined at 4:15, and she says, "Oh, you're 8 centimeters." So I'm like, oh my gosh, this is getting real. Like the pain was, it was intense.
Severe pain.
I was in severe pain.
Severe pain.
And then, as I was vomiting, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm weeing myself at the same time.
No, you thought you was weak.
So I thought I was weeing at the same time, and then
the
midwife says, do you know what? We're gonna call up delivery suite. We're gonna get you over to delivery suite, and that was at 4:15 a.m. So as I get off the bed, she then says, I said to her, she was like, oh, your waters have gone, and I was like, no, I think I've wet myself. And then she was like, no, I smelt it, and I was like, in my head I was thinking.
No, but she used a different terminology, and this is the first time we've ever heard it. She said she shroomed. Was it shroom?
Which means spontaneous rupture of membranes.
In my
so
head,
I remember Jeffrey just kept saying, oh, what's shroom?
I was trying to calculate. I'm like, what is this woman saying? She's shroom. I hope she's okay. Like, what is shroom?
So she then says, oh, shall we get a chair for you? And I was like, I won't be able to sit down. So we walk to the delivery suite, and as we're walking, I'm having contractions, and then we get to the delivery room.
And she was also saying, whatever you do, hold that baby in.
Yeah.
She said, hold that baby.
Don't push.
Whatever you do, don't push. Hold the baby in. I remember that.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, I ain't ready to push yet. You said I'm only 8 centimeters.
But it was a few yards from the room we were in.
Yeah, so from the induction bay to the delivery suite.
And I remember it clearly because you had some healthcare workers, some like aunties who were like looking at Roxanne saying, oh, it's okay. Because obviously Roxanne was, she was in pain. All she's had so far was just gas and air. So we get to the room.
Yeah.
And then...
I remember her saying, oh, do you want to lay down? And I'm like, I can't lay down. Like the pain was so intense, I couldn't even cry.
Do you know what? The midwife was so scared because she thought Roxanne was either going to fall off the bed because the way she was kneeling on the edge.
Yeah.
Especially when she said,
if you saw the previous video, if you looked at how Jeffrey was kneeling on the car seat, that's how I was on the delivery bed.
Yeah. Estimated to be small. So that's why she was induction. She had a process just before 9 p.m.
So when I was on the bed, she was like, oh, do you want to move up? And I was like, I can't, I want the baby out. And
but she wasn't saying it like that. I wish it sounded like that. I can't. No.
He's out of order.
Estimated to be small. So that's why she was induction. She had a process just before 9 p.m. At 4:15 I examined her. She was 8 centimeters. She may have shrunk, but it wasn't clear. But I think she's going to this baby very, very soon.
I'm ready to push.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. You do you.
Deep, slow breaths. Deep, slow breaths.
Oh wow! He's out. Good job, Mum. Good job.
Baby boy was born at 4:27 a.m.
And then the midwife was so shocked because
all of them were shocked.
Because she timed it. She said the active labour was actually 12 minutes.
Yeah.
And this is part of the reason why on the previous video I said I didn't want a home birth as well. This is part of the reason. Yeah. And then not only that, when the baby arrived, because she was scared that the baby was either going to fall on the floor because of the position Roxanne was in. And remember I mentioned the aunties, one of them came in because she couldn't believe the baby was already here.
Yeah, I don't know if she came in to give assistance, but when she came in, I just remember somebody saying, the baby's here.
Yeah, no, do you know what it was? One of them went out and was like, wow, like the baby's here, because they went to grab.
And quite a few staff kept coming in because they was like, the baby's here already.
Yeah.
It was literally like, we just saw this woman contracting walking down the hallway and now the baby's here.
And the baby's here, yeah. Literally 12 minutes.
12 minutes. It was so quick that the midwives didn't even get to document notes.
Yeah, they didn't get to write the notes.
I don't even know what they wrote down on the paper, but they didn't get to document the process between induction and delivery because it just happened so quick.
I'm just so grateful to God that I was present.
Yeah.
That I witnessed everything. You know, I'm just as an encouragement to men and also fathers or to be fathers is it is a beautiful experience.
It is.
Like a lovely experience. There is nothing.
It's a privilege.
It's a privilege. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like, you will never experience something like this, like watching and seeing your child being born.
Sure.
You know, that's an experience you know, what other experience could beat that, basically? And the reason why I say that is my father wasn't present when I was born, you know. So it's just, he wasn't present when I was born, and he wasn't also present in my life, you know, growing up. You know, I didn't know him. So just saying that it's a privilege, it's an honor, and it's just to encourage just men, just fathers, just to step up. You know, 'cause I feel like if more men get to witness the birth of their children, I feel like they would actually find it hard.
Yeah.
They will find it hard to, you know, be absent from that child's life. You will find it hard. Like if if you've got a heart and you witness a child's birth, you will find it hard to be absent in that child's life. Like that's what I would say. But yeah, just glory to God. And Roxanne did, you know, like her dad would say, she did a splendid job. She did a splendid job.
Yeah, so I think that wraps up that chapter of our birth journey.